There I was wasting my evening, and I had totally forgotten that She-Hulk came out. This should say Hulk. This should say She-Hulk. But I really don't. I still don't get what they're doing with that. This is what, like 15 or 18 Hulks over in one of the Weapon X books or something. I can't even pay attention to it. It's like every Wolvie version versus every Hulk, and yeah, forget it. I can't bother. Thing is, I've been a She-Hulk fan. Oh my, since the late 80s, maybe the early 90s. I got about 3/4 of the Sensational She-Hulk run, which was fun. It was hilarious. If you want to see, I can't really explain it. If you like She-Hulk, you'll know what kind of humor you get. The last 10 issues of She-Hulk have not been any humor. It's been a whole lot of Jennifer Walters not being She-Hulk and dealing with the fact that, spoilers from last year, they killed Bruce Banner in front of her, and she's all traumatized and she's hurt, so she's working it out, and she's got a whole different thing going on. And it was serious, and it was... I want you to get a look at this artwork. I really do. I was going to talk about this one, but it took too long. I want you to look at just the depth of the artwork there. This is from issue 10. If you haven't read issue 10, visually it's beautiful. The storyline is kind of a pain in the butt after a while. But just look at it. We've got the X's around the lights. There's lens flare, right? The people have expressions. And there's detail. It's beautiful. Like even the fight scene. He's fighting this is a guy who got infected by other people for a YouTube video, and it's not how it works. But just look at everything. Like, you know what? I know this is something stole off of a Google SketchUp. But it works. Like, it's beautiful. It's amazing. And then the art drops back to this. Suddenly we're in... Like, this isn't even Archie tier stuff. Like, it's just... Like, I know the arc ended, so they switched artists, and it's just not the same. Oh, and even if I'm tearing a book apart, if it's one I actually kind of want you to read, because I like She-Hulk, I really do, and I want you out there, I want you to buy She-Hulk too, because it's a good book. I'm gonna blank out the dialogue. Okay? Unless it's really important to what I'm yammering about. But I'm going to do this to try to, because I want you to read this book. It's a good book. I like this book. And then down here. Nothing like that in the last 10 issues. I wonder why. Well, the next page, there's a bunch of talking. She's going on a date. I'll spoil that right there. She's going on a date to a place called S'il Bolt. Appelons en français de l'école. That's not even a thing. If s'il vous plaît is if you please, s'il vous bolt, it would be if you bolt. So the restaurant is called If You Run. Think with that one for a minute. And then we get this box with things. And Jen goes, wait a minute, and she gets mad at it. And suddenly, we're in something that's even... I don't know how to put it. I really don't. It's like the She-Hulk book went off its meds and is suddenly interacting with things again. Right? Suddenly, like, that... No, you don't spend all those issues building up a serious book where Jen has all these issues, and then she's kicking the caption box. I want Shoki back, but not it should have been beautiful, not this abomination. And this artwork. let's take a quick peek at Hellcat here, who's in costume in the middle of the day, standing next to Jennifer Walters, and she's drawn terribly. Like this is that go to sleep thing from 4chan, right? And the worst part is, she's talking to the audience. Suddenly Hellcat can do this too. It's not supposed to be like this. It's not. And then she gets in the cab, goes to the place, and it does this. So here's regular Shulky's, in the last 10 issues, her thought boxes were this green block. So in order to get rid of the thing, she hauls out of hammer space, she pulls out a green block. That's too much comedy at once. Right? We get into Silver Bolt. Pretentious? This douche nozzle has a hipster mustache and a man bun. That should be taken out back and beaten to death with a pool noodle. The date goes terrible. Jen pays, because dude's a douche. He's no good for you, Jen, and you know it. And it turns out, they're getting ready to leave, doing some social media stuff, because it's current year. And, it turns out the reason the date was bad was because that is not a panel you spend an entire page on. This is not a reveal that merited an entire page. This is for... If this is what the guy... I gotta check the artist. If the guy normally draws stuff like this and does a bunch of stuff like that, then that's fine. I'm fine with this. How can you not draw regular humans decently, but you can draw some techno-organic monstrosity that looks pretty cool? Right? Like the face even kind of deforms the way it's supposed to. Like you pull the mask off. And then a whole nother page wasted. There's 22 pages in an issue. We've spent 2 on reaction images. The pacing isn't very good. Like whoever wrote this story, you need to figure out how pacing works and make things flow better. She gets mad, beats him up, and then gets mad at the box. Bonk, ran into the caption. That's Deadpool can do this kind of stuff because we're used to that from Deadpool. But to go from super serious to Gwenpool, that's too much for one issue. Build up to it. Oh yeah, the whole restaurant. What if I called it Suvu Bolt? I don't know. She got to run away. She's being faced by and they're all the same too. Or reasonably the same. She could have put a little bit of effort into making them different. Right? Jen's got kind of a line back. It's not this... How to put it? Old She-Hulk was 7-ish feet tall, like a scaled up fitness model. And the new one, the shoulders going on there. Like I get it, okay, it's big and muscular, it's the Hulk, but not. And she's got like, I don't know what's going on here. I have a feeling the artist is drawing off of male anatomical models, because even if you look at female bodybuilders, there's still this doesn't out like that, right? This is a pair of guy shoulders, man hands. I could have picked a better model for this. Beats the tar out of all of them. Hellcat shows up, joins in, and again, those faces that will haunt your dreams while she claws away at something and beats at stuff. I don't know how I feel about this issue. And okay, I'll leave this in here. The fight's over, right? And this, I got a laugh out of this, right? Was it an expensive dress? I can't have nice things. I got a laugh at that the first time I read it. It's like, yeah, okay, yes, that's okay, yeah, I get that. And then they go back to having tacos. They finish the episode off having tacos, right? And and heart things. And then she gets mad and pushes the... You can't go from serious to Deadpool that quickly. This is... It's like it should have been a whole different series, right? Like do the serious Gen for one series, and then bang into this, and we'd have been fine because there'd have been a month or two in between. Oh, we're getting an actual She-Hulk series. Yes, no, come on. I want to like She-Hulk. I do. I want to like this book. You're not making it easy on me, Marvel. Oh. At least my headache's gone. Anyway, again, this has been the Great Canadian Neckbeard. If you want to hear me getting mean and snotty about something, send me a message. And I'll talk to you in the future.